My name is Christy Larson, and I am so glad that each of you have joined us tonight. I'm going to get myself out of the way because I'm going to bring up a phenomenal leader in the business. She is a retiree, a grandmother who is always on the move. She is doing incredible things with this opportunity that you're about to learn about. She is a wife, a mom of five, a grandmother to nine. Yes, nine grandchildren. That's amazing. She's also an avid traveler, and she recently retired herself from her brick and mortar business near Los Angeles, California. Hold on just one second. Let me bring her up on the Zoom for you. There we go. There's her beautiful face. Jayme Torres is the top 1% or in the top 1% of the income earners in this company. She is a one-star director. She's soon to be a two-star director. She leads a team of more than 260 people. You'll learn what all that means very shortly. She's also just recently purchased her dream home, her dream condo in beautiful Orange County, California, with her husband, Steve. And I need to tell you that when this woman retired herself, she traveled to 10 countries that year, which is so amazing. Jayme, thank you so much for being here. Are you on the call right now?
I am Christy. Thank you so much. Thank you for that amazing introduction. And before we get started tonight, I do have to brag a little bit on my friend Christy here. Christy Larson, you guys, was just recognized as our number 82 top selling travel advisor in the entire world, you guys. In our company, that's 147,000 agents worldwide. And she is also a director in our company. And again, you're going to learn about that in just a moment. She leads a team of over 140 travel advisors. And you guys, do we have Idaho in the house tonight? Because Christy Larson just became the first one-star director in the state of Idaho. She is also raising 6 amazing children, and somehow she finds time to travel the world, and she runs another business. She does not just do this business. And Christy, I want to thank you so much for hosting tonight. I know that you've had a long day today, and we really appreciate you being here and welcoming our guests tonight. So thank you so much for that. And I just want to say welcome, everyone. Welcome to our Passport to Freedom event tonight. Before we dive in, I would also like to give a special welcome and a special shout out to one of our newest business partners, and that is Veronica Lesfron, or Aguilar. She goes by Aguilar Lesfron, and she is joining us also from the great state of Texas. We've got Texas in the house tonight, you guys. Let's see some love for Texas in the chat. And she is here because she's launching her business tonight, you guys. That's a big deal. So let's throw some love in the chat for her and her guests, and let's help her celebrate the beginning of a very exciting new chapter. Now, I am so excited, you guys, to share that one of my favorite things about this business is helping people realize that they have more options than they think. For 33 years, as Christy just said, I owned a photography studio near Los Angeles, California. And even though my husband and I owned that together, we loved what we did. We realized that we built ourselves a job rather than a business. We realized we had to be at work 9 to 5. We realized that if we did not open the doors to that business, we were not making money. And so it did feel more that like it was a job than it was actually a business. And about 7 years ago, I was complaining to one of my friends about that. I said, I just want to close those doors and go on a vacation and still make a paycheck, right? And my friend Irene, who's actually, I think, in an airport or on an airplane right now, coming back from Hawaii, but she's on this call. So hello, Irene. I'm so grateful to her. She shared this business with me. And I got here and I thought I was just going to sell some travel. And instead, what I found out was that this turned into something much bigger than my family and I ever imagined. 3 years after joining this business, I was able to retire from my photography studio. And my husband also retired with me. And today we have the freedom to work remotely. We travel more. We live near the beach, as Christy said. And now we create memories instead of waiting for someday, right? We all wait for someday. Like someday we're going to live by the beach. Someday we're going to do all these things. And we are living our someday now. And if you've ever wished you had more flexibility, more choices, or another way to create income, I think you're going to really enjoy the information that we're going to share with you tonight. So we're going to jump right in. We're going to talk about what Passport to Freedom could look like for you and your family. All right. So tonight, I want to invite you to do something. I want you to just sit back for a minute. I want you to relax, and I want you to just dream for a minute. I mean, you guys, look at that picture. I mean, that is paradise, right? Can we all just imagine ourselves there in that infinity edge pool, having a little cocktail and celebrating, enjoying that vacation? So as we know, we just celebrated our country's 250th birthday. And I cannot think of a better time for us to talk about freedoms. And I get emotional when I say that. Freedoms are a big deal, and they're definitely a big deal in our country. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. What brought you here tonight? What was it? Is it financial freedom? Is that what you're looking for? Maybe you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, or maybe you just want to stop worrying every time a bill comes in the mail. Maybe you want to travel more. Maybe you want to help your kids. That's a big thing for me. I have 5 kids. Or you want to retire one day without wondering if you're going to have enough money in the bank. Maybe you're here tonight because it's personal freedom that you're looking for. Maybe it's the freedom to just wake up and decide, I'm going to go spend the day with my family. Or maybe you just want to pack your bag and head out on a vacation, and you do not want to ask your boss for permission. We don't want to fill out that vacation request form, right? I did that for years when I had a job. Or maybe you're here because of time freedom. And here's the truth. Every single one of us probably knows exactly how much money we have in the bank right now. But do we know how much time we have left on this earth? And to me, that is the most valuable freedom of all. But we don't know how long it's going to last, right? So by the end of this presentation, I hope you will see why we are calling this Passport to Freedom, and why saying yes to this opportunity has completely changed my life and my family's life. So we're going to talk about designing your ideal life. What does that mean? And for us, that means earning more. It means traveling more. It means experiencing more. And I'm going to ask you guys a real question. I'm going to ask you to really put some thought into this. If money was not the issue, what would you be doing more of right now? And I'm going to ask you guys to write it in the chat. Can you guys write in the chat? Would you be traveling more? I see vacation. Would you be spending more time with your family? Would you maybe retire a little bit earlier? Oh, I love this. We got lots of things dropping in. Traveling. I see travel a lot. I think travel is the common bond here. So I love it. Yes, we've got some great stuff going in the chat. So the truth is, as we can see in the chat, everyone's dream does look a little different. You know, we have some people in there that want to retire earlier. For me, I thought I was just going to come here. I thought I was going to sell a few vacations. I thought I was going to travel just a little bit more. And I thought I was going to start saving for retirement. I had no idea that this one decision was actually about to change my life. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. How do we help people create that kind of life? We do it 3 ways with this company. We help you build a strong network by helping other people create opportunities. We leverage e-commerce. We give you your own .com with a business that you can run from anywhere in the world, which I absolutely love. You can travel around the world and run this business. There is no inventory and there is no quotas. And we become travel professionals. We are earning commissions by helping people do something that they are already doing anyway, or they're ready to do it, as you can see by this chat, right? Everybody is traveling. Whether your dream is to earn more, travel more, or simply have more freedom and more choices, that is what tonight is all about. So now I'm going to introduce you to the company that makes all of this possible. All right, so who are we? Whenever I look at a company, I always want to know one thing. Who is behind it? Yes, products matter, right? But we already know we have an amazing product. What better product than travel? And besides that, what matters to me is leadership. I came from owning my own business before this business. I wanted to know who is leading this company. And I am very proud to introduce you to our founder and CEO, and that is Mr. Donald Bradley. And what I admire most about him is his vision. His vision is to help ordinary people earn extraordinary income through business ownership. And he has definitely allowed me to do that. Before launching this business, before launching Planet Marketing, he had already built a very successful career in the travel industry. So he knew exactly what he was doing. but he also knew that a great company needs great leadership and a great leadership team. And so he included our president, Mr. Dwayne Vansel, and he comes to us with over 30 years of experience. And our COO, Leanne Trockler. Anybody in this company knows that Leanne helps us with our day-to-day operations. She's absolutely amazing. She has helped me in a pinch many times. I absolutely love that woman. Today, we are celebrating almost 11 years in business, and we are in 22 countries right now, you guys. And we just expanded. We just expanded to the United Arab Emirates. It's called the UAE. So if you guys know people in Dubai and other places like that, we are open there. And that is such exciting news because that just happened in the last week. And here's the part that I absolutely like the best is that number, you guys, that number that you see on the screen right there. Planet Marketing has paid nearly $400 million in commissions to people just like us. And that's money that's helped families like mine, that's helped us pay off debt, that's helped us travel more, that's helped us retire and change lives. And one thing that I really appreciate about this company and Mr. Donald Bradley, from the beginning, this company was debt-free, and it has remained debt-free for almost the 11 years that it's been in business. Now we're going to talk about the product that has made all of this possible. All right, so what are we marketing? We are partnered with IntelliTravel. IntelliTravel is the company that pioneered the home-based travel advisor industry. And guess what? They have been doing it for over 35 years. That's right. Not only are we the original home-based travel company in the world, but we are the oldest and we are the largest. And this is exciting news. Travel Weekly just named us number 19 in the world of travel. And they're the ones who recognize people like American Express Travel. And do you guys know that we're like neck and neck? We're right next to them. I thought that was so amazing. And our CEO here, Mr. James Ferrara, he spent his career in the travel industry. And under his leadership, IntelliTravel has grown into one of the most respected travel companies in the world. And this is super amazing. To date, we have booked over $5.3 billion in travel. I want you to think about that for a second. That's a lot of money. And if you think about billions of dollars in vacations, cruises, tours, and experiences, every single one of those bookings represents commissions paid to travel advisors that are on this call tonight and travel advisors just like me. That is so incredible. We are also recognized by some of the biggest names in the travel industry. In fact, year after year, I've been here almost 7 years, you guys. Every single year, I have seen us get this award. We get the prestigious Magellan Award. And in this industry, that is like getting an Academy Award. And I'm not kidding when I say that. It is not an easy accomplishment. It has not been missed 1 year since I've been in this company. To me, that's important because it means we are not representing some startup travel company. We're partnered with a respected industry leader that major travel companies and suppliers already know and trust. All right. So before we move on, you guys, we are live. I'm so excited to be live. We're launching Veronica tonight. If you're a guest of Veronica, I want you to put some love in the chat. Also, I want you to do me a favor. I want everybody to get your fingers ready. I want you to type in the chat right now, type thank you. And then I want you to add the person's name that invited you, because we are sharing some secret information with you right now. And you need to show that person a little bit of love, because we are sharing one of the best kept secrets in the travel industry. If you did not already know this, let me ask you a question. How many of you knew that travel commissions are already built into every single travel booking on the internet? How many knew that? I want to see yes or no, yes or no. After you do your thank yous, I want to see some yes or no's. Who knew? Okay, I see some yeses. Oh, some people did know. Some people didn't know. Okay, do you guys know? I didn't know. I did not know. I did not know until I was already an advisor in this company. And the way I found out was my 4th day in this business, I did a Disney cruise booking. And the Disney agent who helped me with the booking said, okay, so your commission was 1,400. And I said, wait a minute, we didn't even add, because I came from the retail world. I was like, we didn't add any money to this booking. And your price is the same price that Disney's price was when my client called. How did I earn $1,400? And she said, oh, because it was already built in. And I said, okay, wait, what? And she said, yeah. And I go, well, what would have happened to that money if she didn't book through me? And they said, oh, well, we would have kept it. Disney's happy to keep that money. And that was a game changer for me. I turned around in shock and told my husband, did you know commission's built in? Like, that's a lot of commission in the world, right? Waiting for us to earn it. So I'm going to ask you, do you guys want to give that commission back to Disney, or do you want to put that commission in your pocket? And I think Disney has enough money. So, right? Leanna says, heck no, right? So we're going to talk about the money. How do we earn money in this business? All right. So this is what I call a turnkey business. You're not just opening a travel agency, you guys. You're not doing this from scratch. From day one, you are going to receive a very professional booking website. You're going to have access to major travel suppliers. You're going to have a secure payment processing. You're going to have customer management tools. You're going to have everything you need to get your business up and running. And I don't know about you, but that was super important to me, because I was not looking back, to go to school or get a degree to open this business. I did not have time for that. I was not here to reinvent the wheel. I wanted some proven systems so I could focus on learning, booking travel, and helping people. And the other thing that I love is that you get to build your business, whether it's cruises, whether you like booking Disney, whether it's destination weddings, maybe it's your church group. That's big travel, you guys. Faith-based travel is huge. Maybe it's family reunions, girls' trips, or maybe it's luxury travel. But the point is, you get to choose your niche, your schedule, and you get to choose your clients too, which is another thing I love. I will have to say, in 7 years, I did fire one client, only one. But you get to choose your clients. And remember what we talked about earlier. The commissions are already built in. And guess what? This company allows you to keep 70 to 80% of that commission that you are earning. And to me, that just makes sense. All right. One question I do hear all the time in this business is, why travel and why now? And my answer is super simple. Why not? Travel is an $11 trillion industry. It's projected to grow to 15 trillion over the next decade. And it is the number one searched category online. And guess what? It's the number one searched category during the hours of 9 to 5. What are we supposed to be doing from 9 to 5, you guys? Why are people searching for travel? I think they're not just dreaming about travel. They're actually booking it while they're working at that 9 to 5 job. And the best part is that every generation is fueling that growth. Whether you are a Gen Z, a millennial, a Gen X, or a baby boomer, people are traveling more than ever. So the real question is, do you want to be the one taking the trip, or do you want to be earning the commission when that trip gets booked? Which one, you guys? All right, let's talk about the money. All right, so let's be real, you guys. You're already booking travel. I'm just going to tell you, many of you are just unpaid travel agents at this point. Your friends and family are already booking travel. You know somebody who's booking travel. You know somebody who's traveling, right? Why not turn your phone into an ATM and get paid for what you are already doing anyway? All right, let's have a little fun with this. All right, I want to see some hands, you guys. How many of you have ever booked a hotel, booked a cruise, or a resort online? Let's see some hands. All right, I'm seeing some hands. I am seeing some hands. Okay, so I see a lot of hands. I'm going to say the majority of you are raising your hand. What most people don't realize is that those bookings are generating commissions literally every single day, every single hour, every single moment. They are generating commissions. You guys got to think about that. That's a lot of people in the world. Just think about one airport and all the people in one airport. The question is, who is getting paid? Is it you, or is it the website that you're booking through? Which one wants to get paid? As an IntelliTravel advisor, you are going to earn commission on, are you guys ready for this? You're going to earn commission on hotels, resorts, cruises, vacation packages, tours, rental cars, travel insurance, and even, did you guys know we earn commission on concert tickets and sporting events? Sorry, the recording button keeps popping up, but I thought we were already recording. Okay, let me hit it. Sorry about that. All right. So you guys, that is exciting. You pretty much can book a trip to New York. And I did 26 kids going to New York. I did vans for them, picking them up at the airport. I did their hotel rooms. I did every excursion possible. I even sent them to Broadway plays, and I even sent them to Hard Rock Cafe for dinner. And those Broadway shows, the commission on that alone, you guys, was huge. So you have lots of things to book and earn commission on. All right, we're going to talk about passive income. One of the easiest ways to earn with your travel is, hey, do you guys know frequent business travelers? Is it somebody that, if they're traveling already, let's just say 3 times a month, and every time they travel, they're spending 2 or 3 nights in a hotel? That is somebody that you can just give them the link to your.com, and you can say, look, you're already used to booking your own travel. Can you just use my link and book your travel? Because guess what? You're going to be able to book it through the same vendors and suppliers that you're already used to using. Expedia, we all use Expedia, right? That is one of our suppliers. And so they'll be able to click on that. They'll be able to book their room, and you're going to earn $151. And you didn't have to do anything. You just gave them your link. And that is what I like to call pillow money. I earn that while I'm sleeping. And I have a lot of frequent business travelers. And so this is one of my favorite things, is to earn money while I'm sleeping. All right. Do you guys have friends that like to golf? Irene, my friend that shared this business with me, she is an avid golfer. That girl is going to golf no matter what. And just imagine, before she joined this business, if I was able to book those golf trips for her, I could earn some green while she was on the green. If I booked a 5-day golf trip to Scottsdale, Arizona for a group of 4 people, it takes about 30 minutes to get this booking done. The commission, you guys, $274.86. Last time I checked, do attorneys make that kind of money? Because 30 minutes for almost $300, that's pretty close to attorney's fees for me. The other thing that I love in this business, and this is one of the things that actually drew me here, because I was a professional photographer for 33 years, weddings and honeymoons. That is what we are going to talk about next. So my husband and I used to travel, and we used to photograph weddings, and we used to go to Cabo a lot. That is one of our favorite places. As a matter of fact, my next speaker tonight, which I'm so excited to introduce you to her, she was here recently, and we're going to talk a little bit about butler service. I saw the villa she was staying in on the ocean. Absolutely incredible. So we're able to book properties like this. This one is in Cancun. This was a beautiful adult-only, all-inclusive resort, and it included that butler service that I talked about. And once you get that butler service, you're not going back. The commission on this was $561, and absolutely incredible. You made that couple's dream come true. You booked them. Honeymooners know where they want to go. They'll call you. They'll be like, I want to go to Sandals. I want to go to Ocho Rios. They already know where they want to go. So these are pretty simple bookings to get done. We can typically get these bookings done in 30 to 60 minutes and earn, you guys, almost $600 commission. And let me ask you, would an extra $500 take a bill off the table in your house for real? I'm talking for real. If $500 a month will take a bill, off the table in your house, can you please put some fire in the chat, some hearts in the chat? I want to know that it will take a bill off the table for you. I see pink power. How cute is that? All right. Now, if you're anything like me, you're probably wondering, okay, what about bigger commissions? That was me. I specialize in group cruises because I like bigger commissions. When I joined this business, I had just booked a group of 30 on a cruise for my father-in-law's 80th birthday. And I was not a travel advisor, you guys. I am still hitting myself over the head for that. I gave up about $6,000 in commission. But I'm here to tell you, if you do book a family reunion cruise, let's just say it's about 20 cabins, somebody's going to book that trip, right? Why not let it be you? And instead of getting off the ship with just great memories, isn't it great to walk off the ship with a check that has a comma in it? And in this case, where you're talking about $2,200 in commission, that would have definitely paid for mine and my husband's cabin on that ship that I went on for my father-in-law's 80th birthday. And that is just an example. I've seen people in this business earn over $50,000 on one single group cruise booking. There's big money in group cruises. And that's why I always tell people travel's super fun, but it's even more fun when you make it a group and you get paid more for the effort, right? Let's multiply our efforts. All right. One of the biggest questions I get in this business is, do I need to know everything about travel before I get started? And I'm going to tell you right now, the answer is absolutely 100% no. You don't need to know everything. One of my favorite things about this business is that we are able to earn while we are learning, and you do not have to wait until you get all of your certifications done. You can be working on them on the side while you're booking and selling travel and while you're earning money in this company. And while you're earning those certifications, you're going to build your confidence and you're going to build some credibility as your business grows. The biggest thing is you don't have to know everything. You just have to be willing to learn. And we're going to give you the tools to do that. You're going to be taken care of. Do not worry. All right. And we're going to talk about a little hands-on education. Who is ready to go to this beautiful resort in Negril, Jamaica, for 4 days, 3 nights, all-inclusive resorts, all-inclusive resort, adult only, for only $499 per person? Because why? This is the part that's important. We do have to do market research, right? We have to do market research. I need to go. I need to make sure that the sun is setting just like that when I'm in that infinity edge pool. I need to make sure those margaritas are cold. And I need to make sure that this is a resort that I want to send people to. I see we have some volunteers in the chat. I absolutely love that. So that is the catch in this business, you guys. You do have to go do some market research. And, they want us to go and try these resorts out. They want us to recommend them. And then we can come back and confidently sell these to our clients, because these are educational trips and we receive incredible travel rates for that. This is absolutely incredible. All right. And again, that was for the whole trip, you guys. That was not per night. Okay. Here's another example of learning on location. Where are my bougie people? I'm sure we've got a few bougie people on the call tonight. So if you like the finer things in life, you can go and you can earn your certification here for luxury, right? It's the Luxury Travel Advisor Certification. And this is in Punta Cana. This is 4 days, 3 nights for $720 per person. And again, that is not per night. That is for the entire 4-day, 3-night stay. And I don't know about you guys, but I remember seeing this presentation the first time and thinking, all right, I was checking my boxes. I could earn commission. I can learn while I'm earning. That was important because I was working 12 to 14 hours a day at my studio. And I can travel like this at a discount. That made my heart go pitter patter. And this just made sense to me. And, here I am almost 7 years later, and I'm still just as excited if you can't tell. All right. And there's one more. Cruising. I love cruising. My husband loves cruising. We actually went on this trip. We went last year. We went to Alaska. We went on a celebrity cruise, which is one of my favorite cruise lines. And I got to go. My classroom was on a cruise ship, you guys, and my classroom was in a balcony cabin with the drink package. I just had to go to classes on sea days when we were out on the ocean, only in the mornings. And then our instructor said, go enjoy the cruise, because that is how you're going to sell this cruise to people. And she was absolutely right. We came back and Steve and I sold a whole bunch of Alaska cruises. And we also decided that Celebrity Cruise Lines it's my personal favorite. I absolutely love them. I can't be biased in this business, but I'm going to be honest, I'm a little biased. But we got to go and have that amazing vacation, that amazing education, and all of that was for only $449 per person. That's my kind of classroom. All right, you guys. I am just so excited because when I first took a look at this, you guys are going to laugh after all this excitement that you see from me tonight. I looked at this business and I was like, I'm not sure. I was really not sure. And my husband was in the background listening to the presentation and he was all excited. And usually I'm the one, it's usually flipped. Okay. But in this case, it wasn't. But he heard these guarantees and he said, honey, there's a 30-day risk-free guarantee. Can you guys write in the chat, no risk? So when my husband said that, he said, come on, this is travel. We love travel. You have to try this for 30 days. If you do not try this for 30 days, he was like, I'm going to hit you over the head. So I said, okay, honey, let's try it for 30 days. I told you guys I sold that Disney cruise my 4th day. That was what, sealed the deal for me. But I do love that our company does offer a 30-day risk-free trial. You get to try this business for 30 days. If you try it and it's not a fit for you, you can get a full refund on your money. Where else can you find that? So that made me say yes. We also have something called a no questions asked 100% money back guarantee. And that basically says that if you are not able to meet or beat internet pricing for your client, which 99% of the time I can do it. But once in a great while, somebody finds something and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm a couple dollars off. Even if we're only a couple dollars off, my client's going to book through me because they know I'm going to take care of them. But what I love is that IntelliTravel will still give them a voucher for 110% of the difference. And they're able to use that with me on their next vacation. And you're also protected with a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. If you decide that this business is not for you for any reason, I'm sorry, I went back to the first guarantee. We're on the third guarantee. Okay, so the third guarantee is a 12-month risk-free guarantee. As a business owner, when I came here, I owned a business. And I'm sorry, when I put my money into my photography studio, when I bought my equipment, when I built my makeup stations, when I, paid for my phone system, nobody told me, hey, Jayme, if this doesn't work out in 12 months, we're going to give you your money back. Well, that is what this company does. They literally say, if you spend more than you make or what you can save in a year, and you can prove that you actually worked your business, this company will cut you a check for the difference. Okay. That is real business. So to me, that's confidence. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. At this point, I was already thinking, all right, let's go. Once I knew about the guarantees, I was like, let's go. But I want to share some more information with you guys tonight. This concludes my portion of the presentation, but I am so excited to introduce our next speaker tonight. We've talked a little bit about the beach. Now I am ready to talk to you guys about the bank. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to introduce you to someone who's done exactly that. And I have always believed that if you're going to learn from someone who's already achieved the results that you are looking for. And our next presenter is an absolute powerhouse in this business. She is the #1 income earner in the state of Texas. And I know we have Texas in the house tonight, you guys. Let's get some love for Texas and her being the #1 income earner. She is the #11 income earner worldwide out of 147,000 active agents. And she leads an organization of over 20,000 independent travel advisors, including everybody that's on this call tonight. And she is a founding 6-star director with Planet Marketing. And she was also our 2022 MVP. And you guys, she is sporting that beautiful presidential diamond ring. And you guys want to know how much money that represents? We're talking about income exceeding $500,000 in a calendar year. And what impresses me the most about her is not her rank or her income, it is her heart. She has challenged me personally to think bigger, lead better, and because of her coaching, our team has experienced tremendous growth in the last year. Please help me welcome my coach and one of the most respected leaders in this company, the incredible 6-star founding director, JP Watkins-Mukes.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jayme Torres. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Well, it's such an honor to be on with Wave Makers today. And is it Wave Makers or we're making waves? You gotta tell me.
We are making waves, JP. We are making some waves. Yes.
Well, I guess making waves is Wave Makers, and you're making money, and that's all that's the main thing, is that you guys are doing it in a big way. And when I tell you that Jayme Torres is one of the most amazing women I've ever met in my network marketing career, you and Christy have just done some amazing things. I'm very proud of you, Christy, Irene, and all of the, Veronica, who's launching tonight, and so many individuals that are on today. It's just an honor. It's just an honor to be on with everybody because this means a lot to me. I was one of the individuals that went to school, got my education, got my degree, and I was told, you know, go climb the corporate ladder. Unfortunately, that corporate ladder was going nowhere. And I found myself in 2000 and 14 fired and let go. So I'm here to tell you that there's no such thing as job security. You know, you'll find yourself one day, you know, everything's good, and then the next day you're looking for employment. So I went through that process of depression where I lost everything and I had to move back home with my mom. And at 42, single, I didn't want to live with my mom. But I did. I had to humble myself and do that. And so it was very difficult, but I met Mr. Donald Bradley, the founder and CEO of this company. He said, if you follow my leadership, I'll help you make more money than you've ever made. Now, I had been in other network marketing companies before. I had done Organic Gold Coffee. I had done Momentous Energy, and I did TLC. I did a couple of products and one service. But guys, when travel hit my desk, I'm a person who studies compensation plans. I'm a person who really likes to understand compensation plans because I love the industry of network marketing, like many of you. And when I got a chance to look at this comp plan, I was like, lights out, it's over, because it was so simple. We're talking about a $200 investment, guys, that can change your whole life. Let me explain to you. First, you want to empower yourself. Why would you be on Expedia, Travelocity, Cheap Tickets, or Orbitz.com after today? It absolutely is a no-brainer to be on. Somebody put in the chat, me.com, because we're all going on, you know, the internet anyway, booking something. And that happens on a daily basis, guys. People are booking. So everybody is, in essence, a travel agent. They're just unpaid travel agents. So we're saying, do what you do, but now make a check and get paid. And so, guys, there's a $50 commission as you empower other people. That is amazing. Have you ever empowered someone to look at a movie or to, you know, go to a restaurant? We all have, but we didn't make a check for getting that referral. Here, guys, we get $50 when I did this for my church member. I said, hey, you're booking the marriage retreat. Did you know that there's a check on the table? She said, no, I'm just doing this just to help. I said, well, we're going to help ourselves to some money. And so we moved the booking from Carnival under, she had it booked under Carnival under her IATA. And guys, I got a $50 commission. But let me tell you, now she's telling people she's continuing to book because once she got that $3,000, she was sold. She now is traveling the world, booking, empowering people. So there's a $10 bonus. As Jayme said, I have 20,000 people on my team around the world, and 3,000 are in the United Kingdom. So that $10 bill, it grows. Excuse me, people helping people all around the world. So build it. Somebody put in the chat, build it. Build it. I want you guys to focus on building your empire. Corporate America, I spent 20 years building someone else's empire. And when they got tired of me, I was gone, you know, and a lot of people lose their jobs, and that's not uncommon. I said in 2015, when I launched, I'm building my own empire. So if you have started that process, which is totally optional, there's some people that say, no, I don't want to recruit anyone. And I meet thousands of people who don't. They just stick in the travel lane. They'll make money and save money on travel, hang out on the beach, save on their taxes, and they use the business just for that. But you got rock stars that are a part of this company. Where are my ambitious people? I want to talk to you. I want to talk to my people who are legacy leavers, ambitious. So if you're bronze, put bronze in the chat. If you're silver, put silver in the chat. And if you're gold, let us know. I see Jackie is bronze, Linnea is silver, Irene is gold, Evie, oh, okay. We got a lot of hardware in the house today. And that just means they empower people. So you don't have to worry about whether or not people are going to require. When I was in my product-based company, every 30 days I had to sell so much stuff, and then I went back to zero, and then I had to re-up, and then I went back to zero. Here, if you sponsor 3 people in the month of July and 6 people in the month of August, you know, you're slowly moving up. You never go to zero. Do people quit? Absolutely, yes. But you never start where you never begin your month where you started from. You always take over those individuals. I have people that have been on my team since 2015 that have been with me 10 years. And I got people who've been on the team 10 minutes. So listen, there are people who've joined in the past 10 minutes. So it's really, really awesome. And we get matches on travel commissions. We get matches on so many different things. But I want to talk to you about the game changer, residual income, because I think everybody has residual bills. We have a light bill, a phone bill. We all got residual bills. But residual income, this is why I joined, because I have been used to small residual because I would sell things in my previous companies. But here, for the active travel agent, the computer is going to say, how many travel agents does Christy have? How many travel agents does Irene have? They're going to pay you $4 residually for those travel agents every month. So we just ended the month of June. The computer calculated who's on my team. They pay that out. And guys, I said, when I saw this, I said, if I just build a team of 1,000, I've been fired. I don't have to go back to work. I was only making about $4,000 a month. I could live on that $4,000 a month and replace my corporate salary. What I did not anticipate was that 1,000 people that were on my team in my first year, they had dreams of their own. These were individuals that were moving and shaking. Cindy Brueggemann has a team of 10,000 of her own. And so, you know, there are people who are out there building teams outside of you that, you know, don't necessarily need your approval to go out there and get flat out wealthy. But this one residual check will pay you up to $118,000 per month. But it gets even better. I want somebody to put in the chat more money, because there's a bonus waiting for you on the first. And if you are the ambitious, I saw a lot of people say, that's me, you're going to get a bonus to kick off your month. And I'm so excited because Christy Larson just hit 1-star director. And this young lady is definitely a rock star. How did it feel, Christy? I just want to hear from you. How did it feel to get that director's bonus, your first $500 bonus on the first?
That was pretty awesome. When I saw that check roll in, I honestly, it brought tears to my eyes. You know, my team and I, we have worked so hard to get that. And it honestly brought tears to my eyes. And the fact that I now have a legacy for my family was so much more. So it was amazing.
Once you get the first bonus, it lets you know, all I got to do is help more people. Then I go 2-star. And then I help more people, and then I go 3-star. And then it keeps, you know, so what I love about this bonus is there are 10 stars on the table. And I love it because some of you are just like, show me the money. And I'm a 6-star, as Jayme introduced me. And that's a $16,000 bonus on the first of every 30 days. And so when we say wake up and get up and hey, June, how you doing, July? Hi, August. There is a bonus. That is a remarkable, that one bonus. And then not only is that on the first, on the 10th, the $4 bills pay out. Every Friday, the Get Started bonuses pay out. And every week, the travel commissions. Guys, we're paid 8 different ways. And Mr. Bradley said, I want you to get so many checks that you don't even remember that check is hitting your bank. And I love it because we don't miss any money here with Planet Marketing. And I want you to put a ring on it like Beyonce said. If you like it, put a ring on it, because we're over here getting rings and recognition I was a part of a previous opportunity where I sold energy. And when you hit a top level, they were like, congratulations, good for you. There was no bonus leadership, and there were definitely no rings and no watches. They were just like, awesome, good for you. And so over here, once I made six figures in my first year, I remember getting that sapphire ring, Christy, and I cried. I was in tears because in 20 years of corporate America, I never made six figures. So some of you are doing way better than me because you already make six figures on your job. I didn't. And so this meant a lot to me. But you know what means even more to me is that today I have 26-figure ring earners on my team. Two of them are at $250,000. One of them is at $500,000. And I cannot wait for the day that, Jayme, I put that ring on your finger because you're on your way, girl. That Rolex watch that they put on your wrist at 5-star, let me tell you, this is bling, bling city. It's diamond encrusted. So definitely get the recognition you deserve, because most of our corporate jobs, they don't, shower us with lots of diamonds and watches and gold. So this is really exciting. But the last thing that I'll say, we'll move on, is this business is not on trial. When people ask about the legitimacy of this business, I always tell them, do you know how serious Disney is about their product? We do business with, we call him the $1 billion mouse. And Mickey is, we're big partners with Disney, Carnival, Norwegian, every major vendor you can think of, we're doing business with them. And can you imagine going through the back door and not the front door? Can you imagine talking directly to the vendors and not having to be the consumer, but the merchant? That's what this is all about, empowering other people to do the same. So people are working this on a very part-time basis. This is not quit your job day, unless you want to. People are doing this on a high-low basis, and they get a 1099, meaning if you got a W-2 and a 1099, guys, you're getting access to write-offs for the travel that you're doing. What? Anyway, I want somebody to do me a favor, put legacy in the chat. Legacy is something that many of us don't have access to unless we save a lot, we really know what to do with the stock market, we fall into money. But legacy is something you can build with this company. And I have been a part of a lot of different network marketing companies. They never offer this. This is when your team goes to 100, like Christy just did. Feel secure knowing that when you're a director like Jayme, that your family will still receive all your checks in debt as you pass on. Guys, do you know that they will pay your family weekly commissions, director bonus, director pay, and all monthly residual? All those $4 bills, that $16,000 on the first, all of that, guys, that is legacy. And that's why Christy became emotional when she hit 1-star, because she knew now she's leaving that legacy. And anybody can do that. We want to invite you guys to do that this evening. We're going to teach you what we know. I love what you said, Jayme, systems. And one thing that I love about your team is that you guys follow the Planet Marketing System. You guys work with me, but you have your own systems. You have your own infrastructure. And when people join your organization, you have it set up where they can come in and hit the ground running. Jayme, I'd love for you to talk about that, because, you and Christy have really thought things through. And you really have laid it out where anybody can come and learn and really take off on your team.
Yes. And, we make sure that you have supplemental training besides what is available through Planet Marketing and through IntelliTravel, which, to be honest with you, those stand on their own. They are amazing. You can definitely be super successful in this business, even if you're just doing the corporate training. But we found that we also wanted to give you some business coaching. That we found that was very, very important. And we also wanted to give people a roadmap. We wanted to give them, an end sight. And so we do offer some really great supplemental training that is sort of like a guide. We're going to guide you through your journey, and we're going to help you be as successful as you choose to be. And, it's nice. Like JP said, she said, if you want to come here and you just want to earn some money back on your own travel or get those tax benefits, We understand that. But some people are here because you can see this is a real income opportunity. And so we're going to find that out. We're going to talk to you. We're going to see what makes you tick, and we're going to help you with that. And so we do help you with a success strategy session. And that is something that we adopted from our amazing coach here. We've learned that from you, but that has helped us put together a great training system that we are going to plug you guys into once you get started.
I love it. So you're in business for yourself, guys, but not by yourself. And that's one of the, I think, complaints people have about network marketing is they never got help. That's not the case with this team or this culture or this company. Guys, lastly, we are getting ready for our international convention. It will be 5,000 of us that will be in Orlando, Florida, September 10th through the 12th. And you haven't missed it. Guys, leaders are made at convention. So if you're under the sound of my voice, you still have an opportunity to plug in to win, to be with us, and to be recognized as a leader, and to celebrate the success of people in Ireland, Jamaica, people in the UK, everywhere, all around the world. This is a big deal. This is our Super Bowl. Now, what is the investment? This is the best part. I've been a part of companies where they wanted $1,000 in a network marketing company to join. This is a $200 investment. And this $200 is why I make $500,000, is why I make over $60,000 a month. This same $200 investment. I want you to know for $180, you have a travel agency with IntelliTravel, great. But for $20, you can build your own empire. $60 a month, 40 goes to IntelliTravel, 20 goes to Planet Marketing. So this is not 3 packages, it's one. It's $199 and it's $60 a month. And you have the opportunity to work the business how you want to work it. Guys, no quotas. Somebody put in the chat, no quotas. I want to make sure that we're clear. You don't have to sell so much travel per month. You don't have to recruit so many people per month. You pay your $60 per month and everybody's going to leave you alone. You get an opportunity, no quota, 0 quotas. I like that. And I used to be a part of companies where I had to do this stuff every single month, and it was stressful. But over here, my only requirement is just to pay my $60. And then I get to choose how aggressively I want to build the business. If I want to focus on booking this or that, or if I want to focus on, I get to do that at my leisure, at my time. So Director Jayme Torres, I hope we have really broke this down. I want to encourage all of our guests, put your name and who invited you in the chat. You know, we want to shout you out. We want to say hello, put your name and who invited you in the chat, so that we know that you're in the house tonight. And we want to say hey to you. And I'm going to turn it back to you to close out, Director Torres.
Okay, thank you so much. And thank you for that amazing presentation. Thank you for being here with our team tonight. It was very meaningful to all of us and helping us launch our new business partner, Veronica. Congratulations again to Veronica. If you guys have seen this amazing information tonight and you guys are what we call a number 1, which means that you are ready to go, please put a number 1 in the chat. Let your person know that you are ready to go, and they will send you a link and they're going to help you get up and running. To get you up and running only takes about 10 minutes. We have people available tonight to help walk you through those enrollments. We'll help get you started, and we're going to get you started on that pathway to success. We're going to get you set up for a coaching call. You're going to have that within the week, and we're going to get you really ready to get your business running. If you are a number 2 and you have questions, hang out for a minute, because we are going to give you a quick opportunity before the top of the hour to get those questions answered. And we don't want you to go anywhere. We want to make sure you get these questions answered so you can decide whether or not this is a good fit for you. And if you are a number 3, we just want to say thank you so much for being here tonight. And thank you for learning a little bit more about what the person does who invited you. Now you know what they do. So next time you're ready to go on a vacation, hopefully you're going to reach out to them, give them that opportunity to book that travel for you. Or you know what? Even better, they love referrals. So